y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is T. I love all things skin and beauty, and today we have another haul, and it's an ADEPT haul. I received my ADEPT Cosmetics package yesterday night with their brushes. I love brushes, okay? You will never really catch me with a beauty blender or a sponge to put my makeup on. I am a brush girly. And let me just say that this isn't natural hair. This is supposed to be vegan and it looks like the real deal. So I can't wait to try these out. I got the face brushes and I have the eye brushes as well. They also packed the lip glosses that they came out with, Simplicity lip gloss. I believe they sent 5 as well in the package. So we're probably gonna try one of these out as well. So without further ado, let's get ready for this. Get ready with me. Okay. We have a couple of products that I do want to test out as well, and I want to get back into. We have Danessa Myricks, we have Pat McGrath, we have Makeup by Mario, we have Fashion Fair, and we're trying out an ADEPT Cosmetics palette that is a new haul for me. I've had this in my stash, been waiting to pull it out, and now's the time. So we're gonna play with that. So first things first, I'm going to do the eye look first, playing with the ADEPT Cosmetic eye brushes. And I'll probably add in any other brushes from Redfur that I might want to tie into the look. Who knows? Maybe these brushes will be like a one and done type of thing for this video. So let's see what we come out with. All right, so the palette of the day from ADEPT Cosmetics is, I believe this is the Vivette eyeshadow palette. I hope I am pronouncing that word correctly, but isn't this pretty? It has again, with the lace packaging on it. I definitely want to try the same palette that I have in my stash that has the same exact design, because this can be, you know, probably a companion palette, but this is pretty much what we are working with. So we have some pops of color, we have some blue, some red, some green, some pinks, the shimmers, the whole shebang, some neutrals. ADEPT Cosmetics, like, color stories are just so unique in general. So we have to figure out how we're going to balance this whole, like, look here. I got to match here. Something's got to work. So I'm probably going to go in with, like, maybe a neutral grungy look. I kind of want to go into the blue matte. There's also a black matte, and play with some of these shimmers. So this looks definitely promising. I'm liking how the shimmers are looking. Looks like we have some holographic shimmers in here as well. So we just gonna get into it. I already put on my eyeshadow base, and we just gonna go in. I use the NYX Cosmetics eyeshadow primer that I used in last video. That should be uploaded by now. It's for my NARS haul, so go ahead and check that out. But we're gonna try and pick up maybe one of these brushes. Now, the brushes do have their names on it. This is the E18 brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into, I kind of want to dip into that blue. We want to dip into that blue. We want to dip into that blue and see what we're working with here, because this is just, I'm just going to go straight in. I don't know what look I'm going to create. I am just so excited to test this out for you real quick. with, it's nice and soft, this blender brush, the E18. And the blue, it's definitely pigmented. I just want to be a little bit careful with how much blue I bring into the look. So that's why I'm kind of like blending and adding in as I go. But so far, I'm liking how flexible the bristles are to this eye brush. So far, I'm liking this. Yeah, it's not too, it's not patchy. I'm just kind of really, even it out a little bit. I don't want it to be like super blue, because we're gonna put the black color ink over it, which, by the way, the blue color is Barnaby blue. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't know, but I will put the shades up in the video anyway, so I don't know why I'm worrying about it. But so far, this is pretty good. Pretty good. I definitely have to get used to not covering the camera with these eyeshadow palettes, but I can't see. So that's why, like, sometimes I bring it up closer, or I have my hand mirror and I'll bring that closer. But yeah, I'm definitely liking how the mattes can be, you know, pigmented. It's buildable. You can kind of diffuse it a little bit, you know, so it doesn't look too harsh. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I honestly don't know what I be doing sometimes. Like, I think about eyeshadow colors to use when I pull out an eyeshadow palette, but really I don't know how the look is going to come out to be. But so far, this is good. This is smaller than the previous brush I used. It is the E16 brush. And we're gonna kind of like clean up the edges a little bit with this, and then use the same brush to dip into that ink color. I am liking this so far. Again, I have to get used to the camera being so like close, but I'm just trying to make sure I see. Yeah, this is very I mean, it's a black, but I mean, ADEPT never disappoints with their mattes, I know for sure, and their shimmers. And it's nice for once to just pick up a new eyeshadow palette from an indie makeup brand. Like, I love indie makeup brands so much. I feel that they have something much more to offer than our prestige brands that are at Sephora and like Ulta, and who are just like really popular because, you know, they're backed by a huge company or a celebrity and things like that. And so they can really like offer to their customers, to the public, something that prestige brands and luxury brands aren't offering, because they don't have to be like the cookie cutter of like what like society or what is normal. Obviously, we have brands that still break that wall and try to be innovative and stand out. But most of the time, it's either they're celebrity makeup artists or makeup artists in general, or, you know, maybe it's because they are backed up also by a big brand or a company. So like, you know, you're also noticing that at least like over the years that some of these brands are most likely not doing well. And so that's why, you know, indie makeup is really, you know, dominating the space. Now, if we can get them into department stores and have them stay like in there, that way they pretty much get like foot traffic in those stores, and, you know, also have another set of audiences to really be aware that their brand exists, because not everyone likes to shop online, which I understand, but there's a benefit to that. Like, I don't know, there's a benefit to that, because I mean, yes, like if you are in person, you can test out the shades and do swatches and stuff, but I honestly would prefer to just, you know, shop online. I don't know. I just that's what I do. I feel like it's much more easier, at least for me. Especially now when you have different people who have different kinds of skin tones and different styles of makeup, reviewing products and letting you know what the tea is, literally. And then it's up to you as the viewer to basically, you know, see if you can just try it out yourself. Like, just because, you know, someone doesn't like it doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it. So that's why I love supporting indie makeup brands also, because, especially Black owned brands, because throughout, I think the first couple of years, we've seen a lot of them start to like disappear or shut down, and it's because of like the lack of the like sales, the demand, the popularity. Sometimes, you know, the public tends to forget about indie makeup brands, so you have like Color Rain that shut down. And that was like, if I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really surprised, because I've noticed that they were doing a lot of sales. And when brands are doing a lot of sales, it's either because they're rebranding or they're about to shut down. And so when you had the Beauty Bakery and Minted also go through it, which thank God they pulled it through and had a big investor invest in their company. And so the founder of Minted Cosmetics is still a part of it, but also saved Beauty Bakery. So I'm also really curious about how that's going to work, but I am excited for the future of indie makeup in general. I've always been. You have new makeup brands that just continue to come out with so much stuff, and like, I just love that they're able to push and be so creative, because that's something that prestige brands tend to lack. There's always neutrals or mauves, and it's like a replica of like the same thing. And like, I mean, if you have a particular brand that you like versus a brand that you don't like and you want options, then like I guess, but sometimes the public can be very tired and overwhelmed with that. So far I'm liking this brush too. I picked up the E60 brush just to pretty much even it out a little bit, but so far I'm liking how the mattes are looking, and yeah, I think this might be like a brush set that I would continue to use. So far the bristles are really soft, but you have different ways of using the brushes too, because some of them are flexible, some of them have different shapes, as you can see with this one. This is the E20, and then you have like kind of like somewhat the flat small brushes as well for like inner corner highlight or just getting the lower lashes and stuff like that. But this is the E2. I'm gonna go in with the shimmers now, and then we're gonna tie up this look. Went back in with the Clarity Cosmetics Stick to It foiled eyeshadow and glitter primer. I definitely have used this and have had this for a very long time, so I might pick up the NYX one next time. But we have a couple of shimmers to take a look at. So, as you can see, some of them are holographic. I gotta get used to like how to display like the shifts. I could probably post some swatches next time on my Instagram. But I kind of want to go in with Magic. This is the shade right here. It's kind of like a holographic shade right here, as you can see. I'm going to go in with that, and then probably go in with another shade. These words, I don't know what I need to look this up. Oh my God. Oh my, okay, you know what? I don't need another shade. This is a, ooh, wait a minute. Nope, I think we're done. I think we're good. I think we're good here. If y'all don't pay attention and stop sleeping on ADEPT Cosmetics, for those who haven't tried ADEPT Cosmetics, I don't understand. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the look. I think this definitely there are like this holographic shade. Is this the holographic? It looks like it's holographic, but it's also like shifting color. It's like a rainbow glitter confetti party on my eyelid. Y'all will never get tired, or I will never get tired of me being so excited playing with makeup. Let's just say that. Oh my god, I was like, I'm gonna go in with another shimmer after that. No, I think I'm good now. This is Magic. Yeah, you are it's Magic with a J. The way that these names are spelled, it's MAJIK. I think it's Magic. I gotta look up about what this eyeshadow palette is supposed to be about, because you know, ADEPT Cosmetics, they get inspiration from different kinds of things. Like I said, for example, the Inspired palette will always be my favorite green eyeshadow palette. Okay? That, now, I should have pulled that out and did a look for St. Patty's Day, but I didn't really have the time to like film. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is just stunning. This is just like y'all need to come a little bit closer. Like, how do I do this? Like, do y'all see this? Do you see the shift? Oh my god. ADEPT, you did that. I'm gonna go and clean this up a bit. There is some fallout, but not a lot with the shimmers, like. And also, I would prefer to play with a palette that doesn't break on me. So, just saying, I'm excited. All right, real quick, look at my finger. Like, y'all don't understand. Oh my god. I think what can I say? All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Meyer Exploring Balm powder, the tinted one in the shade 9. I'm gonna use their face brush. This is the P6. It looks like this. There's like an angle to it. These are like one of my favorite brushes to apply foundation and bronzer and just cream products in general. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm still testing out the Danessa Myricks foundation without. Ooh, is that a pan? Listen, y'all better stop sleeping on Danessa Myricks. Y'all better stop sleeping on independent makeup brands, okay? But yeah, I'm just trying it pretty much without the primer still. I just kind of want to get a feel of like, because they say, again, it says that it's the primer in here, but it's tinted. It's similar to the universal shade, but it's tinted. I can still see some of the fallout that's there, but it's fine. We can just cover that up a bit. But so far, I'm liking how this brush feels. It feels nice and soft. It doesn't feel like stiff or it doesn't hurt. So this is pretty good so far. But yeah, definitely liking how I'm still like looking at the shimmer, the holographic shade, because I still can't believe it looks the way that it does. Like, that is an amazing shade. I'm doing so good using my products and stuff, especially like if I go to like my faves. Like, I've panned so many of my faves, like it is honestly crazy. Honestly crazy. And so far, I mean, I do think there is like like there's not like a difference. if you use the universal shade and the tinted, because it does the same thing. So I just like the reassurance. Like, I don't know, even though I'm not oily skinned, I just, you know, you never know, you never know when you might need an added primer, the added protection. Because until you look and you see that your oils are, because, you know, just because you're dry or dehydrated doesn't mean that you're not gonna sweat out this foundation though. So yeah, I am definitely liking how soft the bristles are. And just looking at like the monitor, like it's very bouncy, it's very flexible, and you can fit it in different angles. Like I can go right here, I can do my nose right here. This might be a great powder brush too, if you want to be more, like a little bit more detailed. But yeah, so far so good with this one, honestly. All right, now we're gonna go in with another brush. I kind of want to go in with this. This looks like a concealer brush right here. That this would be good for a concealer brush. This is the 10, the C1. It is the C1 brush. C1 brush. So we're gonna go ahead and use that for concealer. And I see a brush that I already want to use for powder, so we're gonna do that definitely. But I'm gonna pull in my Lancome Tints Idol Ultra Wear concealer. I have so many different shades of this. I kind of want to go in with like a more lighter type of like under eye. So that's why it's a little bit more light than the other ones that I previously used. And we're going to use a little bit more to kind of cover up the fallout from that holographic shade. And we're going to do the forehead too, just to be consistent. And a little bit on the nose, just a little bit, not too much. And I'm gonna spritz my LYS setting spray. I always love to go in and like, again, like you can, I wouldn't be like too worried about putting setting spray on these brushes, because you gotta wash them anyway. Eventually you're gonna have to wash these brushes, and it's vegan, which means that I believe they said it's from recyclable like bristles. So it could be natural hair. I'll probably put the details down somewhere in the video. But so far, I am really liking the brushes that I've tried out so far. So I think this is pretty good. And I'm glad that they decided to also come out with their own brushes too, because I think ADEPT Cosmetics is already creative and they bring elevated eyeshadow colors and packaging and storytelling to their brand already. So like the design of the handle is really amazing. Like the blue marble. I hope y'all don't hear that motorcycle. That motorcycle was loud. Oh my God, that motorcycle was loud. But yeah, like so far, I am really liking this. I'm bringing it down just a little bit because I still want you to see how light my under eyes are. I just want to brighten my under eyes a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's doing it. It is definitely doing what it needs to do, this brush here. So much fun with these brushes and other looks. I definitely want to use more of their brushes with these like get readies. So I'm gonna probably do that. All right, so concealer is pretty much done. I'm probably gonna go in with this other brush. This is much more smaller than this brush here that I just used for foundation. I'm gonna pull this out for the face palette that I want to try out from Fashion Fair. So I'm gonna do that real quick while this kind of sets into my skin, the concealer. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, this one is called Chocolate Chip. It is the Fashion Fair Lush Blush Duo. But yeah, I've been really liking Fashion Fair a lot. And it's crazy because like I don't normally see like face palettes that have a deeper powder shade with a blush shade, but I kind of want to like, is this a bronzer or is this, I'm just gonna go in with this and see first. Let me go in with this powder. I'm very, very curious. I know oh, okay. So this is the powder. Hopefully it's not like the Patrick Ta where like you have to put powder first then cream, because I really don't like that, but I was just really curious. So I'm gonna go back in this time. I'm gonna pick up this cream shade that's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna add it up top to like the edge a bit. But maybe I gotta really dig into it to like awake it. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to go in and like really get in there. So now we should be good here. Yeah. But this is really nice. Okay. Okay. I wish the cream was a little bit more like pigmented. I don't know, I'm not really seeing much pigment coming from just it alone. I just see like a hint of it, which maybe it's my fault. I probably should have just went in with the powder, with the cream first and then the powder. But I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna use this other brush here This is the P5. So this could be also a nice brush for foundation. But I'm just gonna go back in with that powder shade because, like, I think that was really working for this look. And yeah, I mean, it is a hint of glow. I understand what they were doing though, because you have a hint of like a glow that is a soft color. And then you have a deeper shade to kind of bring out the cheekbones. So this time we're gonna go on the other side and we're just gonna use the cream this time. Yeah, see, it's like a hint of the color. And I mean, it could be buildable, but I understand what they were trying to do to like really bring out the shape of the cheekbones and the hint of that dewy, that shine, that natural glow to the cheekbones. I'm gonna go back in with the powder on this side. But yeah, see? So I understand that. I'm also really heavy-handed, by the way. So, but yeah, I get what they were trying to do. So it's definitely working in that way. Taking the same brush, and I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario powder bronzer. This is in Deep. Hopefully it is not too deep, because if y'all saw my other video, my NARS haul, I was definitely heavy-handed with the NARS face palette for that bronzer. But so far, so good. Yeah, I'm really liking how versatile these brushes are, and the shapes are what I'm already into in my kind of like makeup brushes. So I knew right away that I would like this. Yeah, I knew right away that I was gonna like this for sure. So I say, if you're really interested in, and you really like Refer brushes, Sonia G, and BK Beauty brushes, you will definitely like this for sure, because of like the shape and the bristle shapes, and how soft and how flexible these are, and just how versatile these brushes are too. I think you would definitely love this. All right, I'm gonna go in with, what brush should I use for the under eye? So they have these other brushes as well, and these shapes, as you can see. So this is the P3 and this is the P2. So P2, P3. I'm gonna go in with, I could probably go in with this shade. Yeah, because I've used most of the other brushes. So I'm gonna go in with this shape here and dip into my powder. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Oop, yep, Fenty. So Fenty, I'm gonna leave that right there. Fenty, the loose powder is definitely messy. Definitely messy. For sure. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the powder here using this brush. Yeah, it's definitely flexible for sure. Definitely. I have the shade Nutmeg. It is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I think the only loose setting powder that they have right now, if I'm not mistaken. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the OPV Beauty Loose Powder. This is a lighter shade for the under eyes, and then with the Pat McGrath and the deep to really, you know, if you see like right now how it's gonna look, then you understand that I'm gonna need to add some color back into my under eyes, just a little bit. But I believe OPV is also a Black owned brand. I think these brands definitely need more support. Like a prestige brand is going to continue to be prestiged, popular, you know, it is what it is. Dior is still here, even though they changed the formula of so many of their classic cult favorites, especially in the fungal acne community, like that Backstage foundation, powder. I mean, well, the powder is gone. I think they also reformulated, or you can't get it anywhere. They got rid of that product. That was amazing. They got rid of the old formula of the Backstage face and body foundation that was fungal acne safe. Now it's not, and it has so many triggers that I'm just like, why are brands just into clean beauty? Like, I don't get it. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like you're just ruining your company. Like, I don't know, none of the products from their new formulation I can try, like none at all. So I'm gonna go back in with the Pat McGrath powder and kind of add some color to the under eye. All right, so I just put on my lip liner. I'm using one of the ADEPT lip glosses. I just picked a random color. This is an blood wine. Look at this. I don't even know if this will go together with the, ooh. Wait, is this lip gloss? Is lip gloss? It's lip gloss. Oh, okay. This is more of like a glittery shade. Okay. A multichrome. Okay. I don't want to put too much on. Okay, I mean, okay, never mind. This is a pretty look. like a pretty shade. You just can't go too overboard, at least for me. Okay, y'all need to get the lip gloss. This lip gloss is definitely very unique in my collection. I definitely didn't expect it to be this shade, but it looks really good. Like, it melts into a nice shimmery lip gloss that is not too heavy. It's very flexible. It's not too opaque, like too pigmented with like the shimmer. And it goes together with like their shimmers and this look here. So I think I got another lip gloss that will be one of my favorites to try. Again, I went in with my Lancome Lash Idol mascara in glossy black. I went in with my LYS eyebrow pencil. I sprayed my LYS setting spray again. I'm definitely loving this here. I'm literally almost done. Like, y'all see this? I'm almost done. So I gotta get me another one, probably for the Sephora sale. I'll see if I can pick me up one, but yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching this video. Again, the brushes from ADEPT Cosmetics are absolutely amazing. The eyeshadow palette, stunning. I can't wait to try and do new looks and testing out their other shimmers. So far, so good. Nothing really has disappointed me thus far. The only issue I really had was the face palette from Fashion Fair. I feel that the cream blush should have been a little bit more pigmented, but I understand what they were going for. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to play around with these ADEPT lip glosses, so you might see me try out a new shade in another video. And I also still have that Blooming palette video that I will be coming out with. And yeah, thank you so much for staying with me. Again, my name is T. Why did I say it like that? Ooh. My name is T of All Things Skin and Beauty. I hope you have a wonderful day. Love yourself, love your skin, and see you in the next video. Bye.